Canyon Esports consolidate their position.
Canyon Esports are looking to try and walk away with this one.
A perfect day for the Canyon team. They really have dominated.
Originally I wanted to start a team back in 2017 when I first moved here to Berlin, but back then racing was in a very different state of play, and it actually took almost 2 years until I was able to form a team again. Lena was one of the first people I spoke to, and I remember him telling me, "Oh, I'm not sure which team I want to ride for yet," and I thought that a little bit arrogant, but okay, and we kind of stayed in touch over the years. And then fast forward to December 2018, and he was the first person I got in touch with, and luckily for me, he hadn't picked a team still in those 2 years, so he was the first person to join the team.
It's now Vujusan.
I think what makes our team pretty unique is obviously this blend between cycling and music, and I think so far it's worked quite well because we want to do something which doesn't just try and mimic what we've already seen in cycling, and I think that's true of what Zwift is anyway. It's something completely new. And so we tried to bring this kind of fresh take to, how a cycling team should look, should act. We try to make and animate races in a way which perhaps others don't. Yeah, we try and make it exciting and add a bit of flourish where possible. So I think that's about looking at the course that we have coming up and really deciding what our team tactics are going to be. And if nothing's happening, then we might see Ollie Jones go attack off the front. Whether that's just for TV time, whether that is to try and stretch out and make the rest of the guys in the pack suffer. And so we always have a plan going into every single race that we do. We always have a tactic. And sure, these might change. That's why we have a race radio. But I would say 95% of the time we race the way we intended to beforehand. Yeah, we really pride ourselves on being one of the stronger teams in Zwift racing, but it's also paramount that there are other teams that are able to compete with us. And I think we've definitely seen that over the last year. Many teams have upped their game, and now it's much more open than it perhaps was almost a year ago.
509 watts per kilogram here as we're heating up into the final 200 meters.
Yeah, this is incredible what's here.
The other thing with our team is we have always tried to make sure that it's completely even between men and women. So we've always had 6 men and 6 women in our senior squad. And I think that's really important in the modern era to make sure that everyone basically gets the same opportunities and exposure.
Wilkinson's coming through. She's got the aero power up. Wilkinson took it down right at the last moment.
I'm really excited about the Zwift Racing League. It's been highly anticipated for a while. And I think what's really great about it is the fact that now we have this Premier Division, which our senior teams will be racing in, but then there's also these lower level community leagues where our development team will be racing in that, but then also there's hundreds of other teams that can race against one another, and what's most important is the fact that they have the opportunity to be able to make it to the Premier League by winning their own divisions.
That is amazing, Kieran Lewis, you are my hero.
I just love working with guys from all different backgrounds from all around the world, and they all bring something completely unique to the squad. And what's amazing is that somehow it all manages to gel really well.